mocha skin. Be bold, take mocha soul, like my
Same
mold.
venue, different night, mood right like that. I got the fever for the flavor, she recites like that. Cause what she writes like that has got me open selfishly. And at this moment seems as though she's speaking only to me. Her lingo is so exceptional, she's classy in fact. Not a hood rat, but probably from the hood like that. She got the goods like that. Book smart, streetwise, got me dreaming 50 ways to make her mine. Baby, I don't think you really know what you're doing to me. You don't know what you're doing to me. If we're not together, it would be destiny. My destiny, yeah, baby. I was on lock, but now you got the key. You got the key. So come on, open up the door and set me free. Set me free.
Oh, baby, tell me what to do. Oh, baby, to fall in deep with you. Oh, baby, your flavor's on my lips. Oh, baby, tasted things to kiss. What's your flavor? Your body next to mine. What's your flavor? Tell me what to do. Oh, baby, to fall in love with you. Oh, baby, your taste is on my mind. Oh, baby, those lips are so divine. What's your flavor? Your body next to mine. What's your flavor? So tasty. What's your flavor? Gotta have it, baby. What's your flavor?
Spinning wheel, like a snowball down a mountain, or a carnival balloon, like a carousel that's burning, running rings around the moon, like a clock whose hands are sweeping past the minutes of its face, and the world is like an apple whirling silently in space, like the circles that you find windmills of your mind. Like a tunnel that you follow to a tunnel of its own, down a hollow to a cavern where the sun has never shone. Like a door that keeps revolving in a half-forgotten dream, are the ripples from a pebble someone tosses in a stream. Like a clock whose hands are sweeping past the minutes of his face, and the world is like an apple rolling silently in space. Like the circles that you find in the windmills of your mind. Keys that jingle in your pocket, where's the jangle in your head? Why does summer go so quickly? Was it something that you said? Lovers walk along the shore and leave their footprints in the sand. Is the sound of distant drumming just the fingers of your hand? Pictures hanging in a hallway, and the fragment of this song, half-remembered names and faces, but to whom do they belong? When you knew that it was over, were you suddenly aware that the autumn leaves were turning to the color of her hair? Like a circle in a spiral, like a wheel within a wheel, never ending or beginning, on an ever-spinning reel, as the images unwind, like the circles that you find in the windmills of your mind. Pictures hanging in a hallway, and the fragment of this song, half-remembered names and faces, but to whom do they belong? When you knew that it was over, were you suddenly aware that the autumn leaves were turning to the color of her hair? Like a circle in a spiral, like a wheel within a wheel, never ending or beginning, on an ever-spinning reel, as the images unwind, like the circles that you find in the windmills of your mind.
Welcome everyone. We're about to get started with serving lunch. So if you would, at your earliest convenience, make your way upstairs and go ahead and grab you something to eat. And the actual ceremony will begin between 12:15 and 12:30. And welcome again.
Still our hearts close together. We will never know the reason why love was made to grow. Time was really passing by. Was all I see at night. Do you really know the furthest that love like this could go? Always wanna see the skies are blue. Never wanna my eyes for you. And who's gonna save us now? Up high now we're on the ground.
I never needed to love when I was all by myself. Now comes the time, I know it's gotta be you. Oh, baby, now I need your help.
Ooh, come on now, baby. I wanna give some special time to you now, yeah. 'Cause when you touch me, get a feeling I can't hide.
Now I know all I need is you. You're my reason, oh, for staying alive.
I know that it's real. I feel it inside. Come on now, let's not wait. Give me pretty loving. Give me pretty loving. Give me pretty loving. Every day, every night. Come on, baby.
Oh, baby, you know when we are born, we're gonna make up our love till I'll be with you again. Thinking of you, the feeling in my heart. Let's start doing what we do together, baby.
I'm hearing what you say. We gotta make the most of it for us now, baby. Now we're together. I'll be holding you tonight.
Just can't wait any longer. You're my only, oh, true soulmate.
The day's almost gone, the night's still ahead. Come on now, don't hesitate. Give me plenty loving. Give me plenty loving. Give me plenty loving. Every day, every night. Come on, baby.
Oh, come on now. Just can't wait any longer. You're my only, oh, true soulmate. Yeah.
The day's almost gone, the night's still ahead. Come on now, don't hesitate. Give me plenty loving. You give me plenty loving. Give me plenty loving. Every day, every night. Come on, baby.
Come on, baby.
Give me plenty
Without your touch, I've been lost without the things I love. Without your kiss, I've been dreaming of the things I miss. Your eyes, your mouth, your lips, your touch, your eyes, your mouth, your face, your touch. Who am I? Man to tell what will be. No one knows. Who am I? Man to tell what will be. Well, let it be. Each day we miss, I remember times I used to kiss your mouth, your eyes, your face, your touch. But who am I? Man to tell of what will be. Well, no one knows. Who am I? Man to tell of what will be. Well, let it be still. I need to know what time itself will really show. Still, I need to know what time itself will really show. And I say, who am I? A man to tell of what will be. Well, no one knows. Who am I? A man to tell of what will be. Well, let it be. Who am I? A man to tell of what will be. Well, no one knows. Who am I? A man to tell of what will be. Well, let it be. Your mouth, your eyes, your face, your touch, your touch, your touch. Your touch. Your touch.
In the morning when I wake and open my eyes, give thanks to Allah for another sunrise. I'm greeted with visions of long silky thighs. Involuntary thoughts make my nature rise to attention as I move toward ascension. What comes next is too hot to mention. I contour your body with a gentle caress, manipulate your soul with my mental finesse.
I wanna lay it on you, can I lay it
massage your breasts by thunderous rhythms that beat beneath your chest. I nibble on your ear and closer you inch till together we fit like a nut in a wrench. Like water we flow, real smooth, real nicely. Deliberate strokes hit the spot precisely. Our bodies in sync as we rise and fall.
Sweet morning love, I wanna lay it on you. Can I lay it on you? The sweet morning love, sweet morning love.
Temperatures rise to boiling conditions as we hold on tight and whisper convictions of love and of satisfaction. Our bodies convulsing explosive reactions, oblivious to all but the love that we share. Running late for work, but we really don't care. Our bodies all warm, sticky and wet. Let's go for round two, girl, forget the cigarette.
I wanna live on.
Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, everyone. One more time. Good afternoon, everyone. It's so great to be here for our first annual Facilities and Transportation Award Ceremony. So can we give a hand clap for that? First annual. Thank you guys so much for coming out and to participate. We have some wonderful things lined up for today. I also wanted to make note that all of our team members are here. We're celebrating together. We have an overflow over in the auditorium, and they're actually watching us live. So everything that's going on in here, the rest of the teammates are able to see everything that's going on, so they're sharing the moment with you. So we're going to go ahead and get started. We're going to have our Deputy COO come up, Troy Williams. He's going to give us a great speech to the team. So if you could welcome him at this time and give him a hand clap of praise.
Good afternoon. Well, that sounded worse than the previous one. Good afternoon. All right. As Ms. Dudley said, my name is Troy Williams. I'm the Deputy COO for APS. For those that I haven't met, I've been here about a year and a half and definitely enjoying my time so far. So I wanted to just share, I wasn't supposed to share, but I want to share a few words with you just to commemorate this event, and just shout out to the team that put this together for it to be in our first annual recognition or award ceremony. So thank you to the team for everything that you've done to pull this off. But first and foremost, I do want to make sure we value, appreciate, and recognize everyone in this room for the work that you do. We've gotten through a school year. And so thank you so much for the work that you do day in and day out. So give yourselves a round of applause. And I do just want to share, for those that don't know, I used to work for Walmart back about 15 or so years ago. And one of the things that I've taken with me from my experience at Walmart was a mantra or a slogan that we used that says, "Our people make the difference." And so that stayed with me, and it really came to fruition of light for me when I used to run a Walmart store, and one of my maintenance associates, his name was Eddie, and every day I'd speak to Eddie, say, "Hey, how you doing?" And he was very soft-spoken, but he was diligent about his work day in and day out. And so every day I would talk to Eddie and say, "Hey, man, how's it going?" Very few words he would share. And so over the course of the year, I come to find out that Eddie couldn't read. And so once I learned that, I wanted to try to figure out, how I could help him to be able to read and talk to his family and to figure out, is he having any challenges on the job, which is maybe why he's not really speaking that much or talking that much. And so when I think about Eddie and how education could have changed his life But he was still diligent day in and day out about the work that he did. And so to me, that stuck with me because, I mean, even though he was just a maintenance employee, he was still very integral part of that store. And so when I talk about our people make the difference, what's important to me is making sure that we recognize and we value everyone who works for this organization, whether, regardless of what position. And so that changed my life. That's when I actually shifted careers and came into work in education, because I recognize and understand the value of education and how it could change anyone's life. And so, like you, I'm sure you're doing this work for our kids, because what we do day in and day out to support the education that's happening in the classroom can change a child's life. And so I want to thank you for the work that you do day in and day out. I appreciate you, and I want to make sure that we continue these types of events to show and express our appreciation. So thank you.
Thank you so much for that message, Troy. Everyone, if we can give him another hand. And at this time, we're going to have leadership to come up so that we can start the award ceremony. Administration and Management, Dr. Lakeisha Levy, Administration and Management Senior Director. Capital Improvements, Executive Director Jerry Smith, come to the stage. Come on up. Thank you. Our Senior Executive Director, Dan Drake, who is also filling in for Mr. Palmer, Executive Director for Maintenance and Operations. And Mr. Franklin, Senior Executive Director for Transportation. And Deputy COO, if you'd like to join us up here as well. At this time, we're going to go ahead and start the award ceremony.
All right, welcome again, everyone. My name is Dr. Lakeisha Levy. I am the Senior Director of Administration and Management for Facilities. It's hard to come up here after such a overwhelming speech from our Deputy COO with regards to how we all are a team and how every day our work impacts our end user, which is our kids, our students, and the teachers that are responsible for educating those students. But what we do matters. Right? We're operations. Without us, things won't operate, right? From our buses, from our schools needing to be maintained, from custodial care to lawn care to the day-to-day processing in order to make sure that we get these vendors paid so that we can continue to facilitate those things. That's what we do, and what we do matters. So today, what we want to do is just recognize individuals that go a little above and beyond. We identify a few individuals as trailblazers. A trailblazer is an individual who exceeds at attendance, accolades, they're teachable. They create a more peaceful, equitable, and safe working environment. And through their leadership, they demonstrate a culture of change. They point to the way and they take the risks. They are a leader among their peers. They're innovative. They provide solutions to better the department. They have a commitment to the vision and mission. They are a mentor, and they overcome the many challenges that we experience every day as an employee and a dedicated member of the Atlanta Public Schools team. So without further ado, let me introduce our trailblazers. All right. Okay. For administration and management, this trailblazer was also one of the individuals that helps facilitate this event that we have today. It is my honor, it is my pleasure to welcome and to present to Ms. Valika Poole Dudley the Trailblazer Award. Okay, I am going to bring up Jerry Smith to present Capital Improvements Trailblazer Award.
Well, good afternoon, everybody, and thank you for being a part of this. I just want to take a moment to recognize a few people in the Capital Improvements Department for their efforts, their work, their diligence, their leadership, their commitment to getting things done. We're starting out with the Trailblazer Award. Trailblazer Award for Capital Improvements Department this year is going to go to Marvin Brown. And if you look up on the chart, on the background, come on up, Marvin. There are a couple of things that jump out at me. Provide solutions for a better department, commitment, mentor, and overcoming challenges. Marvin has taken the lead in the last couple of years of kind of stepping up the improvements or the projects that we make in the HVAC world. He's worked closely with the operations and maintenance folks so that we're a real team, providing them with systems and equipment that they can maintain and will last a while and be of service to the district. So Marvin, thank you for everything. I don't think we'd be where we are without you. So thank you.
All right, if Mr. Drake will come and present for maintenance and operations in Robert Palmer's absence.
Thank you. I'd like to call Mr. David Cooper up to the stage. Very much exemplary as far as true to the mission and vision, and when things need to get done, Mr. Cooper is very dependable, and we're very proud of all the hard work that he's done over these years. So thank you, Mr. Cooper. Trailblazer.
Okay, and before we hand it off to transportation, we are going to introduce our next award, and this is the Leadership Award. So this individual is self-confident. Sorry, one second. Okay, this individual is self-confident, reliable, a goodwill ambassador, provides a positive impact on others, is a problem solver, inspires others to work collaboratively and creatively. They promote a work environment that is collegial and supportive. So these individuals we identify as our leadership elite recipients. And for the administration and management team, I would like to call Dr. Ivana McHoney up to the stage. Dr. Mahoney joined our team less than a year ago and has hit the ball running immeasurably. She is our contract service administrator, and sometimes she's the finance person, sometimes she's the other procurement person, sometimes she is the all-around individual who helps to get the job done, and always with a smile. So she is definitely the embodiment of a leader, and we are so proud to have her on our team. You're so welcome. All right. Okay. All right. Mr. Smith for capital improvements.
So our award in leadership this year is going to go to someone who is relatively new to the organization, but has stepped in and faced the challenge. I'm looking back at some of the characteristics of the Leadership Award: self-confidence, goodwill ambassador, work collaboratively. This year's award is going to go to Bonnie Lapwood. Bonnie came in not too long ago to the district, stepped in, figured out where all the pieces and parts are the district, and was responsible for creating our and getting approved our Georgia Department of Education facilities plan. So that's no small task. So thank you, Buddy.
All right, Mr. Drake.
All right, for the facilities maintenance, similarly, if I'd like to ask Brandy Brown to come to the stage to receive the Facilities Leadership Award. Similarly, Miss Brandy is relatively new to the department, is over all of our solid waste, recycling, environmental, and really appreciate all of the leadership and the hard work that she's taken for the very short time that she's been here. Congratulations. Great job.
Okay, so the next group of recipients embodies our customer service. These individuals provide above and beyond the call of duty as it relates to what's expected of them. These individuals, you can call them whether it's 7 a.m. in the morning or 7 p.m. in the morning, and these individuals are there ready and willing to assist and do the work that is needed to continue to grow our district. For administration and management, I want to ask Ms. LaQuanta Tukes to join me on the stage. Ms. Tukes has been a member of the facilities team for a couple of years, but she recently received the position of administrative assistant and has been hitting the ball rolling even before she became effective as the administrative assistant. She has also been very instrumental in helping facilitate this event as well. So I want to welcome Ms. Tukes up. Thank you so much. Okay. Okay. So the next award, and if Ms. Tukes would not walk so quickly, because the next award is our Team Spirit Award. And for the administration and management team, it is, again, Ms. Tukes. Again, Ms. Tukes came in and she hit the ball rolling. She is the embodiment of customer service, team spirit. She helps to create a culture that is welcoming, that is warm, that is friendly, and her smile always warms everybody and gets us all in the right mood. So thank you and congratulations again, Ms. Tukes. Yes. Okay, so the next award criteria is the Above and Beyond Attendance Award. So these individuals go above and beyond as it relates to making sure they are punctual, making sure they are here, present every day as much as they can, and when they're here, they're here. Some of these individuals may have had scheduled leave, and because we were understaffed or there was an issue that arose, they came in. So these individuals we acknowledge and we recognize as our above and beyond attendance recipients. And for the administration and management team, I want to ask Ms. Phyllis Wilson to come on up to the stage. Once again, Ms. Wilson is a new member of our team. I do not believe Ms. Wilson has been here shy over 8 months. But she has come in and has been very, very supportive. She probably doesn't have a lot of leave to accumulate, but with the leave she has, no matter what, she's always here and she's always available to assist. So we want to congratulate Ms. Wilson. Here you go. Thank you. All right, if Mr. Smith would rejoin me at the stage.
You want to do it? Well, from the Capital Improvement Department group, the attendance award goes this year to Chuck Schultz. Congratulations, Chuck.
All right, Mr. Drake, we have the remaining of maintenance and operations for the customer service, team spirit, as well as attendance and above and beyond. So the attendance and above beyond recipients, are they in here? Okay. Yes, okay.
All right, for the Customer Service Awards, I'm going to read out the 8 names and ask them to come up to the stage. For facilities, Mr. Elroy Flowers, Chandler Freeman, Rory Gray, Mr. Josh Hale, Miyaki Harvey, hopefully I didn't screw up that name as much, Mr. Barry Knowles, Lyle Lavender, and Raymondo Miller. These staff range from operations managers to site managers to custodians and maintenance managers up and down the organization. Thank you for your outstanding customer service. Congratulations. Congratulations. All right, as far as the Team Spirit Awards, we have 4 awardees. I'm going to ask for them to come up. The first one is Vanita Ross. And just a little note about Vanita, leadership, both the leadership and peer vote winner for Vanita, and she was instrumental in being a tiger in our parade and leading our effort. And we actually won the award for the parade thanks to Ms. Ross. Jerome Bennett, Kelly Kaiser, and Corliss Reese. The 3 of you can come up to the stage as well. Congratulations for your outstanding team spirit for maintenance and operations. All right, and for the departments are getting progressively larger and larger, and you'll see when Mr. Franklin comes up for his attendance awards. We have 36 recipients. I'm going to read off the names, and we're going to hand out these to you, but I'm going to read out the names so everybody can be at least acknowledged. Johnny Benton, Amdir Paco, Sidney Bertrand, James Joseph, Elliot Tarplin, Paul Hodge, David Jones, Dwayne Stevens, Billy Walker, and Aristides Breen. So if we can give a round of hand for that first set of 4. The next set is Alfonso Epps, Shadextrian Finney, Don Scott, San Lee, Joseph Spear, Ricardo Baxter, Cleveland Knight, Patrick Morris, Elroy Flowers, and Barry Knowles. Give a round of applause. And our third group goes to Roy Booth, Raymondo Miller, Zachary Bice, Dwayne Bull, Lindsey Bruce, Daniel Smith, Terrell Harper, Dennis Rembert, Joshua Ward, Charles Horton. And then our last group is to Jerome Bennett, artist drummer Rosa Romero, Ronnie Jones, Vincent Alford, Angela Askew, and Alan Cooper. Congratulations to the Above and Beyond Attendance Awards for our facilities maintenance staff.
Okay, without further ado, I'm going to turn it over to Mr. John Franklin and the transportation team.
Hello, transportation. They saved the best for last. Good afternoon, everybody. It's a great crowd. It's my privilege to present the Trailblazer Award to start off with. One area that facilities and transportation intersect is our bus electrification process. And our first person for our Trailblazer Award, if we've got the box here, I guess this is it, is Mr. Anthony Ashley. Anthony came from MARTA. So Anthony, you have definitely mastered compressed natural gas, heavy diesel, and gasoline, and he has been a trailblazer on our bus electrification process. So it's my privilege to recognize Mr. Anthony Ashley, our Senior Director of Fleet Maintenance. Our second Trailblazer Award is to someone that most of you may not recognize on a daily basis. If I could ask Puya Godarzi to come up front here. Puya is our Operations Data Quality Control Analyst and has done tremendous work since she arrived in October of 21 related to fleet-focused bus electrification and all things data. And so it's my privilege to recognize this very integral part of our department, Ms. Puya Godarzi, as our second Trailblazer Award winner. Well done. And our third Trailblazer Award winner, although he couldn't be here today because he is in Africa doing some missionary work, is Mr. Calvin Jumbe. Calvin has the unenviable duty of doing fuel forecasting. So, and our 3 different types of fuel after this crazy fall, he's definitely helped us make sure that our price point indexes are definitely on par with our forecasts and our consumption. So he is definitely a trailblazer. Unfortunately, he couldn't be here, but he's a business analyst with the transportation department, and I'll accept it on his behalf. Okay, so it's my pleasure to talk about our leadership awards. Leadership is more than just having a title behind your name. Leadership is helping to lead this work that we do in transportation from 2:30 in the morning until 11 or 12 at night, 6 days a week, moving kids, and constant change management. If I could get Ms. Jackie Alexander, a service writer, to come on up front here. This is the captain. She knows what's going on. She's there first thing in the morning. She tells us what buses are up, what buses are down. She handles all of our recalls. She manages fleet from top to bottom, and she's an important part of our group, and she leads every day, and she is the recipient of 1,000 complaints every day, right? Well done, Miss Jackie. You're an important part of our team. Okay, so we're also pleased to have Ms. Tanya Banks on our staff. She is a leader in every sense of the word. She is someone that everybody trusts in transportation. I affectionately refer to her as Aunt Tanya. Always helping, always providing gap information, lending a lot of understanding to people that maybe don't understand how the district operates. She is a true leader in the transportation department. Miss Tanya, it's my pleasure to give you the Leadership Award. Well done. I'd also like to present to Mr. Anthony Ashley the Leadership Award. When I think about leadership, I think unflappable. Because if she gets 1,000 complaints a day about their bus, he gets 10,000. Okay? And he does it with courtesy, respect, tact, trying to supply knowledge. He's a gentleman's gentleman, and I'm pleased to call him a part of our team. So, Mr. Anthony Ashley, Leadership Award.
Thank you, sir.
Customer Service Awards. So in transportation, we maybe get a few people that take objection to what we do once in a while, maybe not. Maybe send a few complaints along our way, maybe get a little loud and aggressive with us in the call center. That's just part of life. So it's my pleasure to recognize some members of the Transportation Department who do a great job in customer service. First, Mr. James Clark, our call center leader. He leads 8 people in the call center. Not a job that's faint for the heart. If I could ask Miss Maddie Divers to come up next. Maddie's our assistant transportation scheduler, always helping with the many thousands of trips that we do every year, trying to track schools down for payment, lending support to our drivers. Well done, Maddie. Renita Pearson-Roberts, one of our database analysts who handles the North Region clusters. And I can also get Belinda Lee to make her way up here. Renita does a great job of answering concerns, wondering why Here Comes the Bus doesn't work. She does it all, and she does it with grace and courtesy, and we appreciate you. Miss Lee, are you here? Belinda Lee. Don't be shy, Belinda Lee. So Miss Lee is one of our payroll clerks, one of 2 payroll clerks, who, because we work on rotating shifts and we have dynamic scheduling, there are lots and lots of payroll questions, and she always is graceful and courteous in answering all those questions. Belinda, it's my pleasure to recognize you today. Okay. Transportation team. I'd like to recognize some people that show exemplary team spirit. When I say drive the bus, don't let, that would be one Miss Shakario Bradley, AKA Sister Beverly. And also a first-rate cut-up. Shakario's a dispatcher, has the patience of Job, listens, talks, understands, handles emergencies on a... Amen. Good. Tamiko Render Pate, come on up. Team Spirit Award. And if I could ask Tanya Banks and Sherrod Cox to make their way up. Tamika is one of our bus drivers out of the Midtown cluster and the Jackson cluster. Does a great job, always here, dedicated, trips all day long, always brings great spirit. Tamika, it's my pleasure to recognize you as a member of the department, given great team spirit. Tanya Banks, team spirit, a member of our Sunshine Committee, always got a big smile on her face. Mr. Cox comes to us from Dallas, Texas, just made supervisor. We appreciate his team spirit. Dar Robinson, queen of field trips. And I could also get Rochelle, if you could make your way up here. Dar Robinson is our transportation scheduler, spent 10 years on the bus, moved up to being a scheduler and works with all things field trips, finance, billing, scheduling, all things, and it brings it with grace and courtesy. Thank you. Well done. Rochelle Porter Johnson is my admin and is also a member of the Sunshine Committee. Does a great job. I'll spare you walking up these stairs here, Rochelle, so you don't fall and hurt yourself. Big round of applause for Rochelle. Two members I'd like to quickly recognize. Each year for many years they have done fundraising and they do holiday gift baskets for members of our transportation department that may be on some sort of leave and can't be at work and maybe times are a little hard. They do this without any recognition, so it's my privilege to recognize Ms. Carla Perkins and Ms. Janice Burt for their annual gift baskets that they do for Transportation Department personnel who are down on their luck. They're a full food box full of turkeys and hams, greens, and everything else that they need to have a bright holiday. And all of our folks count on them every year, and they do it with a lot of love and care in their heart. Ms. Carla, Team Spirit, you're welcome. Ms. Janice, Team Spirit, thank you. Okay, safety is the #1 theme that we operate in transportation, and it's my privilege to recognize 3 members of our department who exemplify great safety. If I could ask Ms. Arcadrian Jackson, Ms. Evelyn Hewley to come up. They are 3 of our most senior personnel. I see you there, Ms. Hewley. Don't be shy. They have exemplary driving records that represent safe driving throughout the years. They are also senior employees, and I just want to take this time to recognize them today through our APS Elite ceremony. Julie Robinson, who I don't believe is here today, is also under recognition. Julie, are you here? Okay, so I'll accept it on her behalf. Well done, Kate. You're welcome. Miss Hewley. Safe driving, thank you. Okay, yeah. So a number of our drivers do a great job every day of being standby drivers. And what that is it's a challenge when we don't have enough staff to cover all the routes and somebody comes over the radio and says, guess what? We're asking you to do 2 routes, or we're asking you to double back, and it's Friday afternoon, and it's about 4:45, and they really want to go home, and they go back out and they do those things. So we've got a number of folks that we want to recognize. Just for everybody in here, I'm going to read their names. Demorius Parks, Tamika Reed, Montrez Poteo, Augustus Maxwell, Juana Jennings, Anise Williams, Trinice Simon, April Ponder, Lakeisha Gregory, Shashia Davis, who I see in the front row here, Cassandra Jordan, LaFrance Johnson, Keisha Hendricks, who I think I see right here, Jerry Dennis, who I know is in the auditorium, Benora Johnson, Kashawn Abrams, Danica Jones, Talandra Leonard, and okay, so those are the folks that we're going to get you your certificates, but want to recognize you through the ceremony today for always being willing and able to help. Transportation requires maintenance, and I'd like to take a second. I hope they're in the auditorium still to recognize some of our most productive technicians. Mr. Jason Feather, White Fleet Technician at LaFrance, is our statistical Master Fleet Technician of the Year. His hours rank with his labor, and Jason, it's my privilege to recognize you, as well as Lee Fred Charles, who's on Heavy Diesel Technician out of Metro. Mundy Boyce, our absolutely unparalleled most productive technician according to our metrics and Fleet Focus. Mundy, I saw you earlier over in the auditorium. Well done on being our Fleet Technician of the Year. And lastly, I'd like to recognize everyone on second shift at Metro. Harmon Roberson, who I saw earlier, Antoine Lawrence, Thomas Green, the Ageless Wonder, Shan Houston, Jerome Slaughter, Zach Robinson. I know you're in here, Zach. Why don't you stand up? Clarence Lewis, and Bell Vincent. When we look at the metrics on production for our second shift, this shift is the most productive, and we recognize them today. I'd like to recognize the one and only Shikario Bradley as our Dispatcher of the Year. Taranza Roberts as our Supervisor of the Year. The one and only Adrian Wright as our Assistant Transportation Supervisor of the Year. I'd also like to recognize Ms. Carla Perkins as our standby driver of the year in DSC. Mr. DeQuan Smith is our standby driver in the north. Ms. Virginia Gardner, who I just saw earlier, as our school bus monitor of the year. And Ms. Deborah Smith, AKA Granny, as the school bus driver of the year, sitting right here in the orange dress. Well done. So on that, folks, I say thank you to everyone in transportation for your undying effort to support our students. And I'll turn it back over to Dr. Levy.
All right. Well, amongst our award recipients, we also want to acknowledge and recognize those individuals who have dedicated their time, their life for serving APS. These are our unspoken heroes, otherwise known as our retirees. So, for facilities, I'm going to ask Mr. Drake to join us again and to list our retirees for the Department of Facilities.
Thank you. I'm going to call your name if you can come up, and we'll give you a nice award of a very symbolic clock for all the time that you've spent here at APS. The retirees range from 11 years to 34 years, so great, great, great. All right, the first one is Edward Nidever, maintenance generalist for 11 years with Atlanta Public Schools. Mr. Glenn Cook, site manager for 11 years. Stanley Jordan, operations manager for 31 years. Jeff Shellhouse, operations manager for 30 years. Okay. Joseph Harvey, general maintenance worker for 34 years. Bennett Bryant, painter for 25 years. And finally, Mary McGee, custodian for 14 years. Congratulations, retirees, and thank you for your service to Atlanta Public Schools over decades of time.
Okay, Mr. Franklin?
Do we have the list? Transportation would also like to recognize our retirees, folks who have had a long, robust career. Start off with Miss Lenora Woods, North Atlanta driver, 29 years of service. Come on up, Miss Lenora. Miss Lenora was like a matron of the transportation department, looked out for everybody, took care of everybody, and has missed a great deal. While she's making her way to the front, if I could ask Miss Patricia Mosley, who served 30 years with the transportation department, just recently retired this past winter, to come on up. And she is memorialized on our Wall of Honor. Next, if I could ask Ms. Terry Bronner. Ms. Terry served APS Distinguished for 29 years. We're glad to have her here today. I'd also like to recognize two people that aren't in the audience today. Ms. Ophelia White, who was a bus monitor. And if I could tell you a quick story about Ms. White, before she started in transportation, she was like what they call a white shirt guard at Forest Hills. So before that was not a job for the faint of heart, and then she came to transportation. And then Mr. Melvin Woodruff, who is retired after 30 years of service. We recognize him, although he could not be here today. And I'm going to step down to give you this clock, Miss Bronner, to save you from having to walk up these stairs. Service in the Transportation Department means a lot to us, and I'm glad to recognize these retirees this year.
All right. Well, let's give a round of applause for all the recipients thus far. Okay. So I do want to make sure we acknowledge recipients who did attend today that are a few of our attendants above and beyond. And when I call your name, please come up to the stage and get your certificate. Anyone who hasn't received a certificate by now, we will give you your certificate at your home site or at the end of the ceremony. We have a lot of names. We just want to make sure that everybody gets the certificate that belongs to them. Okay, so Miss Rosa Romero. And this, again, is our attendance above and beyond. Thank you so much, Ms. Romero, for your dedicated service. Thank you so much. Okay. Vincent Alford. Alan Cooper. And Angela Askew. Thank you so much for your service. Thank you. Okay. All those people here? Okay. Thank you. Okay, so if you are here, I'm going to continue calling names. If not, I will deliver it at our home site. James Joseph. Dwayne Stevens. Billy Walker. Where's Dwayne Stevens? Okay. Okay. Keep giving me the name. Aristides Breen. I'm so sorry if I destroyed your name. Jimmy Shy. Don Scott. Joshua Ward. Charles Horton. Chandrestrian Finney. Okay. All right. Raymondo Miller. Alfonso Epps. Joseph Spear. San Lee. All right. Zachary Bice. All right. Dwayne Bull. Roy Booth. Elroy Flowers. Patrick Morris. Cleveland Knight. Jerome Bennett. David Jones. Terrell Harper. Danielle Smith. Lindsay Bruce. Barry Knowles. Mickey Harvey. Elroy Flowers again. Joshua Hale. Barry Knowles. Lionel Lavenier, Chandler Freeman, Rory Gray, artist drummer, and Johnny Bennett. Let's give all of our recipients, our peers, our team members a round of applause. This is Joshua. That's Josh. Okay, I'll take care of this. You do the next piece. Okay, which is.
As we're sifting through these awards, they were doing their award walk. Did we get everybody? If we called your name, please come up and get your award, please. Next, we are going to have words from our partner and sponsor. I need everyone to know that everything that you see is because of our partner, Family First. Please give them a hand. Everything that you see is because of our partner, Family First. They have been above and beyond the greatest of just doing everything they can to make sure we had everything that we need. They were here early in the morning with me yesterday. They stayed late with me yesterday. They were here early this morning at 8 o'clock ready to help me. Holly was here ready to help me. Everything that you see, that's all I can say. They had a hand in everything. The catering, everything that you see, they took care of it. So nonetheless, I would like the president, Mr. Stephen, to come up at this time and give us some words. And please, everyone, if you could stand and give them a hand, please. Everything that you see is because of Family First Credit Union. Thank you so much. We're going to have some words from the president. They take care of us financially, too.
Thank you so much for that. Again, my name is Stephen Smith. I'm President and CEO of Family First Credit Union. I am so glad COVID's over and we can get back around each other and enjoy each other and see each other. I missed having some of these ceremonies for a few years, so this is really great. It's a true honor to be here at the newly expanded APS Elite ceremony. Each of you should be so proud that you excelled in your field to be the best of the best in APS Elite. I want to encourage you, and understand I think you get a polo shirt or jacket, but I want to encourage you to wear those with pride to school, to around the kids, so they can see that they actually have the best of the best in APS Elite serving them. Family First Credit Union really cares for our members. Our sole purpose of existence is to serve the Atlanta Public Schools and a few other school systems. We know how to serve our bus drivers, our teachers, nutrition workers, operators, maintenance mechanics, and administrators. That's what we've done for 80 years. Now, I want to encourage you to look at the many services and products that we offer, like our new Family First checking account. The Family First checking account includes access to your credit report and your score. It includes identity protection, cell phone insurance, shopping rewards, and much more. It also includes online banking, online bill pay, mobile banking, remote deposit capture, and we're part of the Allpoint network, so you can go to any CVS, Target, Walgreens, and many other locations without a surcharge fee. Now, also, we offer auto loans, unsecured loans, credit cards, home equity lines of credit, and first mortgage loans. If you currently have your car financed with someone else, another financial institution, I invite you to reach out to us and find more about our swap and drop program, where we'll look at lowering the rate by 2 percentage points and give you $100 as a thank you for moving it over. Now, we can't do everyone because of certain different things. That's my disclaimer, but we give it a good look, and most of the time we can save you money. Another thing that we have going on right now that's been very hot, with rates going up, we've been doing a lot of home equity lines of credit, consolidation loans, where we're consolidating unsecured debt, paying off credit cards with high interest rates. So the rates have gone up, but still it's much better than those high interest rates with credit cards. And I know times are tough right now with inflation and just all the challenges we're all facing. If you're not a member, and I'm almost done, if you're not a member, I invite you to join our credit union, and you'll see we'll treat you like family. You're not another number at like one of the big financial institutions. We get to know you, and you're going to build those relationships with us. So enough about us. Today's about the Atlanta Public Schools APS Elite. In closing, I have a strong belief that all of you believe in making a difference in your children's lives and striving to be the best that you can be. Continue to make that difference and have a positive influence on your students and coworkers. Help to create a culture of professionalism and love for the children. And again, congratulations on being the APS Elite. Thank you.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Thank you, everyone. So that ends our award ceremony for today. Thank you so much, everyone, for coming out and participating. And this is my other mistress of ceremony. We're going to let her have some words as well. But I would just like to say thank you, everyone, for participating. Congratulations to you again. Give yourself a clap. You know, give yourself a hand. If nobody else loves you, you got to love yourself, right? But we here at APS, we appreciate you. We appreciate everything that you do for the kids, the staff. You go above and beyond, and that's why you're a part of the elite.
Good afternoon. I am Monica Peterson from the Transportation Department. First, let me say, transportation rocks. To all of the honorees from facilities and transportation, let me say congratulations. To our retirees, congratulations. Now go buy that boat, get on the lake, and fish until your heart is content. To those of you that are coming to work on Monday, I look forward to seeing you. And all I can say is that everyone in this room puts students and schools first. Again, congratulations.
Thank you, everyone. Enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you.
was a clear black night, a clear white moon. Warren G was on the streets trying to consume some skirts for the E, so I could get some phones. Rolling in my ride, chilling all alone.
Just hit the east side of the LBC on a mission trying to find Mr. Warren G. Seen a car full of girls, ain't no need to tweak. All of you skirts know what's up with 213.
So I hooked a left on 21 and Lewis. Some brothers shooting dice, so I said, let's do this. I jumped out the ride and said, what's up? Some brothers pulled some, so I said, I'm stuck.
Since these girls peeping me, I'm gonna glide and swerve. These looking so hard, they straight hit the curve. Want to bigger, better things than some horny tricks. I see my homie and some suckers all in his mix.
I'm getting jacked, I'm breaking myself. I can't believe they taking Warren's wealth. They took my rings, they took my Rolex. I looked at the brother, said, damn, what's next?
They got my homie hemmed up and they all around. Can't none of them see him if they going straight pound for pound. They wanna come up real quick before they start to clown. I best pull out my and lay them busters down.
They got guns to my head, I think I'm going down. I can't believe it's happening in my own town. If I had wings, I would fly, let me contemplate. I glance in the cut and I see my homie Nate.
16 in the and 1 in the hole. Nate Dogg is about to make some bodies turn. Now they dropping and yelling, it's a tad bit late. Nate Dogg and Warren G had to regulate. I laid all them busters down, I let my explode. Now I'm switching my mind back into freak mode. If you won't skirt, sit back and observe. I just left a gang of over there on the curb.
Now they got the freaks, and that's a known fact. Before I got jacked, I was on the same track. Back up, cause it's on N-A-T-E and me, the Warren to the G.
Just like I thought, they were in the same spot, in need of some desperate help. The Nate Dogg and the G-Child were in need of something else. One of them names was sexy as hell. I said, ooh, I like your size. She said my chords broke down and just sing real nice. Would you let me ride? I got a car full of girls and it's going real swell. The next stop is the East Side Motel.
I'm tweaking into a whole new era. G-Funk, step to this, I dare ya. Funk on a whole new level.
The rhythm is the bass and the bass is the treble.
Chords, strings, we brings melody. G-Funk, where rhythm is life and life is rhythm.
If you know like I know, you don't wanna step to this. It's the G-Funk era, funked out with a gangster twist. If you smoke like I smoke, then you like every day. And if your ass is a buster, 213 will regulate.